Hey y'all, it's Chef Jan from Backroads Confections, and we're getting ready for the holiday season. And you know what that includes? Fall harvest and Thanksgiving. And let me tell you, we have got some harvest foods that we're going to be preparing that will knock your socks off. We're out here at Parkhurst Pumpkin Patch, and we're going to be bringing some of these pumpkins back to my kitchen, adding some fragrant spices, and prepare some amazing dishes for us to serve our family and friends during this most beautiful time of the year. Not only food, let's go to another destination real quick. Here we go. Hey y'all, look where we're at. We are in North Pole City, here in Oklahoma City. Oh my goodness, it's nothing but Christmas here, guys. It is just from one end to the other, nothing but Christmas. And that's what we're going to be sharing with you in my kitchen Tuesday nights right here in Oklahoma. I want you guys to join us because we're going to be doing some amazing holiday dishes that you can serve for your parties, for anything that you've got coming up, church, work, anything. So don't forget, join me here Tuesday nights right here in my kitchen in Oklahoma and experience this with us. Merry Christmas. Welcome to Backroads Confections. How you doing? It's so good to see y'all here. We're going to be doing some stuff tonight, and I want you guys to get you some paper and a pencil because you're going to be taking notes. We're having class. I've been in class all day long. We're fixing to have more class. So it's good to see everybody. Hey, Heather Shepherd. Hey, sweetie. It's good to see everybody join me. I would like to, I am Chef Jan with Backroads Confections, and I am so glad that you guys are here with me tonight. We're going to learn some stuff tonight. Let's start out. If you will, let's right out the gate. Let us like and share, please, because there's so much information we're going to be putting out tonight. We need to make sure that we have this information before we start all of our holiday cooking. Okay, so let's like and share if you will. I'd really appreciate it. I want to introduce you to my Welcome Wagon team, but to be honest with you, one of my team members, Welcome Wagon team, is not with us tonight. She is visiting with family, and I told her, I said, I give you the night off. Barb's not going to be with us tonight, but Shelly's here. Shelly's here on the left. I love these two gals. They are the backbone to Backroads. I trust them with everything, but I tell you what we're going to do. Tonight we're going to have two very, very special ladies fill in for Barb tonight. We got Miss Martha and we've got her sister, Miss Catherine. And I want to welcome both of these ladies here tonight to fill in for Barb. I asked them and they were just right ready to fill in wherever they could. So, Miss Catherine, Miss Martha, I want to thank you along with Shelley, my sis Shelley. If y'all will welcome these three ladies, and in turn these ladies are going to turn around and welcome you right back. Yes, they are. We're going to have a good time tonight. It's going to be very informational. Very informational. Guys, you know, we're coming into the holiday season. We're going to be feeding a lot of people. There's going to be stuff going on at work. We're going to be taking dishes to work. We're going to be doing stuff at church. We're going to be taking dishes to church. We're going to be feeding all kinds of folks, many folks. And we want to make sure that the food we serve them is as safe as we can possibly get it. Okay? This is what we're going to talk about tonight. Like and share. Everybody like and share. Like and share. We do that already?
Yoo-hoo.
What?
You know, you've had all these guests all these times.
Yes, Fred.
And you've forgotten about us. Who is
Fred.
us? Do you even remember who us is?
Okay, guys. Okay. All right, Fred. All right. I want to introduce you guys to my herd. I have a herd, my family here. We have Fred, who is a longtime member of our family.
Yeehaw, that feels good.
Does that feel good, Fred? Oh, don't roll over, okay? Fred has been a longtime member of our family. Our kids grew up with him. Our grandbabies are growing up with him. Fred is part of us. Fred has a new bride.
Ain't she purty?
Her name is Ethel. She comes from Florida. She came to live with us from Florida. Miss Karen Finley and her sister Miss Janie. They sent Fred his mail order bride. I wasn't gonna say that, but that's what they did. Along with pork chops. That sounds like a duck. A duck. Okay. We also have
Quackers.
Hoshi, our native Choctaw bird Hoshi. We have Miss Susie Brown from Susie's Recent Things. Let us sign a contract with Earl the Squirrel.
Squirrel pie.
No, Fred, no. But Miss
Squirrel
Susie Brown,
dumplings.
Fred. But Miss Susie Brown was
Squirrel on a stick. Kind of like my good buddy Jalapeno on a stick.
Oh, Lord, have mercy. I think we need to stop for prayer real quick. Okay, so we've got Earl the Squirrel that comes to us from Susie's Recent Things by way of contract. We have signed a contract with Earl, and so far, so good. He's doing really good. He found him a little filly. Priscilla, the flamingo. Yeah, they're pretty tight. And then Miss Becky Scott. We have in our backyard, we have Pepe Le Pew that comes and visits. He's coming to look for Mr. Curtis Folsom all the time. And in fact, he was here last night, wasn't he, Fred? Fred, didn't we see him last night? Yeah.
Sure enough.
Yeah, he was here looking for Mr. Curtis Folsom last night, but he couldn't find Mr. Curtis. But Miss Becky Scott found Pepe Le Pew, a lady friend, and
Chanel
this is
number 5.
Chanel number 5, y'all. So welcome our herd. This is the Backroads herd, y'all. There they are, right there. Okay, now, y'all, we got to have some fun. We got to have some fun. That's our herd, all around the Christmas tree. I mean, what better place for them to be? Did y'all like and share? Let me know. Did y'all like and share? Who said fried squirrel? Karen Finley? Don't you dare talk about fried squirrel. Okay. All right, guys. Like and share, please. We want to get this information out to as many people as we can. As I said, I have been in food safety class. I have been instructing a food safety class all day long. I've had 9 hours of non-stop food safety. So guess what? We're going to continue class. Yeah, we got a whole barnyard going on, Miss Susie Brown. We sure do. It's my herd. I heard. Yes, they're true. They're true. Let me talk to you guys about, let's talk about your refrigerator. What better place to start? Hey, Holly, is this Holly or is this my grandson, Lane? Is this Lane or Holly? Okay, let's talk about your refrigerator. When's the last time you cleaned your refrigerator? I don't mean just wipe down the door, okay? We're going to keep it real tonight, y'all. Your refrigerator can carry more bacteria in it than you can imagine. Now, before the holiday season gets here, I need you to get into your refrigerator. Hang on one second. Miss Susan Folsom brought me some stuff one night that is non-toxic. You can pick it up. Oh, I believe it's Lowe's. Oh my, I hope I'm right. Oh, okay, Lane's about to set up the laptop. Okay, good. My grandson is going to be with us tonight. Okay, I'm hoping I'm right, Miss Susan. Miss Susan brought me some stuff from Lowe's. I believe that's where Mr. Curtis picked it up at. This is non-toxic, plant-based Power Green technology. Guys, this is all-purpose natural cleaner, okay? You can use this or can y'all see what that says? That right there. Get everything out of your refrigerator. Clean that refrigerator down. Wipe down everything that's in your refrigerator. Get the bacteria killed. If you don't want to go and get some of that multi-purpose cleaner, use vinegar, y'all. Use vinegar. That will clean your refrigerator. Before we get started into the holidays, I'm telling y'all, we need to make sure that we start out with a clean refrigerator because you don't want, there's bacteria all in these things when you don't keep them clean. So get your refrigerator clean. Now, I will be posting on the confections page everything we go over tonight and then some. I will be posting it on the confections page and on my website right here at mybackroadslife.com. So you will be able to, you can print it out. It'll be in PDF form. You can print it out. You can do whatever you want to. Yeah, organize it. Yeah, organize your refrigerator, please, y'all. Come on, just organize your refrigerator. Make it easy because during the holiday season, that's right, Miss Susie Brown, during the holiday season, it's going to be rush, 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 rush. Whether you want to admit it or not, that's what it's going to be. So get your refrigerator cleaned, get it organized now before you get into the holiday season. That's what we're all about here. So, okay. The next thing is we want to talk about the temperature inside your refrigerator. We want to run your refrigerator. We want it to stay, ours stays right here on 38 degrees. If you can run it between 38 and 40 degrees, you don't want anything to go over 41 degrees in your refrigerator, ever. You want to keep it at 41 or lower. So get a thermometer, get it into your refrigerator, and start checking what the temperature is. Okay? We want to do that. So, has everybody liked and shared? Has everybody liked and shared? Hey, Samantha is here. Hello, hello. What else are we looking at? Okay, so everybody's welcoming everybody. Okay, the ladies are at work, y'all. The ladies are at work. Shelley and Miss Martha and Miss Catherine are at work welcoming everybody. If you will, let us know if this is your first time here, if this is your 30th time here, if, you know, where you're from. I love to know where you're from because after the show we go back and I start looking through and saying, oh wow, okay, so let us know where you're from and these gals are going to welcome you. All right, sorry about that, my phone just went crazy. Okay, now let's talk about your refrigerator some more. When you're cooking, when you're doing all your holiday cooking,
And let's say that everything is done, you've done, you know, and you start wanting to fill up your refrigerator, okay? Don't overload your refrigerator with food that's too warm, okay? Because number one, it's going to work your refrigerator to death, and you want to let your food cool down just a bit before you put it into your refrigerator. I didn't say let it cool down all day, all right? You want to let it cool down about an hour, and then put it in your refrigerator. Don't put it in there hot, okay? Because that's going to make crazy stuff go on with your refrigerator. Now, let's talk about your turkey. You're going to have turkey for Thanksgiving, right? Right? Okay. Your turkey, you're going to need, I know, okay, but Chef Jan, I get a turkey with one of those little plastic probes in it that pops up when it's done. You guys, if y'all are trusting that thing, you're putting whoever you're feeding, you're putting them at risk, okay? Don't trust that. Just because it pops up, do you realize how deep that is into your turkey? It's only this deep into your turkey. That means that part of your turkey might be done, might be. What about in depth? What about the center? What about around the deep part of the breast area? What about that? What about where the thigh is at? Get you a probe, okay? It's a digital readout. Get you one of these. If you want, they got them at Aldi. I mean, if you've got an Aldi anywhere around you, go get one at Aldi. Okay, thank you, Helen. Helen wants to remind me about my Rockette routine. Oh, thank you, Helen. Okay, but go to Aldi and get you a good thermometer. This one you can put into the turkey. It has the wire. You can put it into the turkey, put it into the oven, close the door with this in the turkey, and this right here is going to read what the temperature is. And as it goes up, you want your poultry, you want your turkey to be at least 165 degrees internally. 165 degrees, write that down. 165 degrees for your turkey. Any poultry, any of your poultry, you want it at 165 degrees, okay? Don't go feeding your family turkey that the little thing popped up out of it, so, oh, it's done, it's done. No. That means that much of it is done on the outside, possibly. You know, anything can trigger those little things. Don't go by that. Get your probe. Next thing you want to do. Hey, Lane. Hey, sweetie. I love you. I'm so glad you're here. Okay, the next thing you want to do, you want to get you an oven thermometer. Oven thermometer. You want to check, get all this done before the holidays so that you're ready. You're ready. You're going to feed your family. You're going to feed your office, your co-workers. You're going to feed your folks at church, at potluck. You're going to feed everybody with the most safe food that you possibly can make, okay? So that if somebody gets sick, they can't turn around and blame you, okay? Now, get your oven thermometer. You want to check for hot spots. You want to make sure that your oven is, now if it's digital, okay, that doesn't mean that it's not going to have hot spots. If it's not digital, if you still have the knob to turn it, make sure that your knob, my Tiffany just stepped in for a moment. You want to calibrate. You want to make sure that your knob is calibrated with what this is saying. Okay, now you're going to have some hot spots. Hey Tiff, baby, I love you. You're going to have some hot spots. Well, you might have some hot spots, you might not. But you're going to want to check. You want to set your oven on 350. Put your thermometer in there. There's 5 places that you're going to want to put your thermometer in. Please say again exactly where to insert the probe into the turkey. You want to insert the probe into the thickest part of that turkey, because if the thickest part is at 165 degrees, you know that the rest of it's going to be 165 degrees, at least, if not more. Insert this probe into the thickest part of your turkey, okay? If you want to go in through the side of the breast of your turkey, I don't, depending on what size turkey you're getting, it really doesn't matter. Go through the thickest part of your breast on the turkey. Put the probe up about a little over halfway. Okay, got to get my kiddos to bed. I hope everyone has a wonderful night. I'll be coming back to watch this later for all these awesome tips. Samantha, thank you, sweetie. Get the babies to bed. And yes, ma'am, you come back for the replay, okay? But you want to go a little over half on this probe. You want to make sure, okay? A little over half. And like I say, this right here, this is metal. This is metal. So you can put it into your turkey, run the wire outside, close the door to your oven, set your digital part on the counter outside, and everything's fine. And it will actually, this one came from Aldi, and you can set a temperature alert on there. So if you set it at 165, when it gets to 165, when this gets to 165, it will beep. Awesome. Aldi's got that. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so, hey, Barb joined us for a few minutes. Hey, sis, how you doing? Okay, there are 5 spots in your oven that you want to check. Okay? Take your little handy-dandy thermometer. You want to start out, turn your temp on 350. Let it sit there for about 15-20 minutes until it goes through a couple cycles of going off and on. Let it go through a couple cycles. We're going to start in the far left back of your oven. You're going to put this in there on the far left back. Close the door, let it sit there, let it go through a couple cycles. I use a baking bag. How would you use this with a bag? Miss Susie, all you're going to do is once you get the turkey in the bag, you're going to go ahead and you'll probe it then. You'll go through the bag and you'll probe it. Okay? And there will be, because you have to cut a slit in the bag anyhow for the steam to escape, or the bag's going to blow up. So you want to cut you a little slit right where you're going to put the probe in through to get to the turkey. And then again, just run it out the door, close your oven, and you're good to go. Okay? Good. All right, we're going to start as you open the door, go to the far left back first. Close the door, let it sit for a couple cycles, open the door and see what it reads. It should read right at 350 degrees. It's give or take 2 to 3 degrees. It should be right at 350. Now, if there's a big variation, mark that on your paper. Mark what this says on your paper, okay? Close the door, let it work back up. Open it up, put it back in on the far right. We're going to do 5 areas. We're going to do the far left back, the far right back. We're going to come back up. We're going to do the front and the front left and right. And then the final one's going to be right dead square in the middle. Okay? And it's going to take you a little while, but you need to find out where your hot spots are at. If you have hot spots. Now I know Tiffany had the older oven that she had, it had hot spots, horrific hot spots in it. Hey, Amanda. So, just check and see. Some ovens do not have them, but just check and see. But you want to check those 5 spots in your oven. Both in the back, both in the front, and then in the middle. 5 spots, okay? And they all should be within, give or take, 2 to 3 degrees. Okay? If it's any more than that, again, get it all written down on your paper. Make your map, write it down. One thing you don't want to do, y'all, we're going to talk about pizza for a minute. I don't know if Susan Folsom's listening or not. Y'all, we don't want to store, when you order pizza, we don't want to store our pizza in the oven overnight. Okay? There's so much stuff that can grow on that pizza. The bacteria, all that stuff can grow in the pizza. When you get your pizza, once you're done, put it in Ziploc bags so that the crust doesn't dry out. Because if you leave it in the box, put it in the refrigerator, the crust is going to dry out. Okay? So I don't know if Miss Susan's listening or not, but if she is, I just wanted to give you a little helpful hint from Chef Jan. Don't leave your pizza in the oven overnight just to sit, okay? All right, moving on. All right, again, we're going to look at our refrigerator. We want to make sure we want to put a thermometer in our refrigerator. Also, if I don't know how many of y'all do it, one of the main things that I do, hey Allie, okay, it's Allie's here. Hey baby. One of the main things that I do, and I always do, is I keep a box of Arm & Hammer baking soda in the very back of my refrigerator. That serves many purposes. Number one, it takes the smells out. If you've got some chopped onions or if you've got anything that has an aroma in it, it's going to absorb those smells, okay? The other thing it's going to do is going to keep, as the air filters through there, it's going to work on the air and keep the air filtered. Baking soda is a magical thing, y'all, just like vinegar. These are old school remedies that work tremendously. I think Miss Peggy Y'all will tell you. I had talked to her one time. She works at a refrigerator, at a grocery store in a town not far from here, and I advised her to, when they got their strawberries in, to spray them down with vinegar. Spray them down with vinegar. Because the vinegar, everywhere there's a seed in that strawberry, the bacteria starts to grow. Have you ever gotten strawberries, picked them up, and then the next day you open up the refrigerator and the strawberries are growing hair? Have you ever done that? Maybe I'm the only one. Well, what you need to do when you get your berries home from the grocery store, put them in a colander, spritz them down with straight vinegar. It's not going to change the flavor. It's not going to change the flavor. What it's going to do is it's going to kill the bacteria that's locked in where every one of those seeds are at on that strawberry, and it's going to cut down on your bacteria, on your hair. And Peggy Y'all just said, yes ma'am, it works. It works. I promise you it works. It will lengthen the life of your strawberries. I promise you. Vinegar and baking soda, let me tell you something. You got those two things in your kitchen, you are good to go. You're just good to go. That's all there is to it. Okay. Cold food, you want it to stay at 41 degrees or below. Don't let your refrigerator get over 41 degrees inside. I like to keep mine at 38 degrees. That way nothing gets frozen, but yet at the same time when the door opens and the air escapes, it doesn't pop that temp in the refrigerator up so high to where it's got to work real hard to bring it back to 38. Okay? 38 degrees is a great temperature to have your refrigerator at. Okay? No, that's right, Peggy. It doesn't affect the flavor at all. Trust me. Oh, go figure. Okay. When we're reheating our food, we want to reheat our food up to at least 165 degrees. Okay? You want the white distilled vinegar, Allie. That's all you need is the plain old white distilled vinegar. Not the apple cider vinegar, white distilled vinegar. Well, yeah, if you're going to mix the two, Shelly, yeah, you're going to get, but at the same time, you're also going to get a good cleaner off of that too. I can talk about that one in a minute too. If you mix your vinegar and your baking soda, it's going to sizzle. It's going to sizzle. It has a reaction, but it will also pull baked on grease off of your baking pans. Go figure. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, white vinegar, white distilled vinegar. What was I saying? Where was I at? 165. Reheat your food. We're in the holiday season, y'all. We're going to be reheating. We're going to be doing leftover stuff, and we call it dressing where I came from. You know, we're going to be reheating. Reheat it to at least 165, okay? Oh, Lord, Curtis is putting the show on the TV and kick back with this popcorn. Have mercy. That man loves popcorn more than he loves to eat anything else, I think. Okay, now, I'm going to step on some toes with this one, but y'all, I take it very serious when you're feeding the public, okay? Now, if you're at home cooking for your family, just your few kids, and you got the 30-second rule or whatever rule you got if something drops on the floor, that's between you and your kids, all right? When you take it upon yourself to go out and feed the public, these folks are trusting you to have brought them something that they can eat that's not going to be something that's going to make them sick. They want something that is as safe as it can be. I encourage you. Now I know I'm going to start losing folks here in a minute. If y'all have livestock in the house, yep, I said it. If you're going to have livestock in the house, that means dogs, cats, birds. If you're going to have livestock in your house, keep them away from the kitchen. As a home baker, as a cottage law baker, okay? If the health department, I don't have livestock in my house. All I've got is the herd right here. Here they are. This is what I have, the herd. If the health department decides to show up at my front door, which they can, even if you're a home baker, you're under the cottage law, the health department can at any point in time show up at your door. If there is livestock in the house, and yes, I call it livestock, I was raised on a farm. Livestock don't belong in the house. That's just me. That's just me, okay? But if I have livestock in my house, I'm going to get written up, possibly shut down. Because let me tell you something. How many times do you want to go to your office Christmas party? Or how many times do you want to go to your church Christmas party? Or how many times do you want to go to a party somewhere at somebody else's house and you go to bite down into your pate and there is a dog hair sticking out of it? What if there's someone that's allergic to cats? There's a cat hair. They go into this sneezing frenzy. Is that fair to them? Mm-mm. It would be better if you never took a thing than to take something and show up and have livestock hair in it. Okay? If there's birds have mites. Okay? Be very careful with that. Keep the livestock out of the kitchen. We have no livestock, so I don't have to worry about it except for that. I'm very, very serious with that. You do not want to bite into your pate or whatever hors d'oeuvre you're having, or even a Christmas cookie, y'all, and be a cat hair, a dog hair, a rabbit hair, any kind. You don't want to do it. And then think about this. Think about this. That's why, and I know over the summer I was at Bible school, and I know that a lot of people wanted to make fun, or a lot of people wanted to say things about me and my gloves. Okay? Let me tell you something. Think about this. Think about this. All right. We've got Miss Essie Jane over here that's cooking for the church Christmas party. She's got a cat, or she's got a dog, okay? And she goes and she pets that dog, and that dog just licks all over her hand, okay? Next thing she's going to go do is she's going to go mix up the hamburger meat for the meatballs that she's taken. Are we getting somewhere? Are you beginning to pick up what I'm saying? Proper hand washing and gloves. I've been teaching this stuff for a long time. Okay. All right, Miss Dina says she has a dog in the house, and anytime they take treats to the school for birthdays or whatever, she buys it at the stores. There you go. There you go. Proper hand washing. Let me tell you how long proper hand washing takes. 20 seconds. 20 seconds. You get your 100-degree water. I usually use mine at 104, 105 degrees. I think that's what he's got this set on. And you wash. That's right, Susie Brown. It should be common sense, but it's not. It's not. You wash your hands. And it's not just your hands, y'all. You come up your arms. You done pet Roscoe over here. He's done licked all over you. And then you're going to come in and you're going to make meatballs? Okay. Well, I washed my hands. Well, no, you didn't wash your hands because you put them up underneath the water and you rinsed off your hands. That's not washing. I put a little bit of Dawn on my... No. Hang tight, y'all. When you go to wash your hands, first you wet your arms. You get your arms good and saturated with water. Then you get an ample amount of soap to wash between your fingers, and you want to brush underneath your fingernails. Do you have any idea, after Roscoe's done licked you on the hands, do you have any idea what's stuck up underneath those fingernails right there now? And you just put them down in that hamburger meat to make those wonderful meatballs for the Christmas. Okay. You can go to Sam's. You can go to Sam's. And folks, now I am talking about if you want to feed your family like that, you go for it. You go for it. You go for it. If I'm going to go to potluck, I'm going to hope. If I'm going to an office party, I'm going to hope. If I'm going to any kind of event where someone else has brought food, I'm going to hope that they've used gloves and that they've put their hair back. Okay? I'm just keeping it real, y'all. We are in the holiday season. It is not fair. It is not fair to the innocent people out there that are coming to eat your food. I don't care if you do cakes. I don't care what you do. Protect your food that you're serving the public. If you don't want to protect the food that you're feeding your family, that's between you and your family and God. But protect the people that's outside your door that you're taking the food to or that they're coming to pick it up from. Get you some gloves. You can get them at Sam's. This box at Sam's will run you about $5. There is, let me get my bifocals going here. There's 100 gloves. There's 50 pair of gloves in here. $5. $5. At the same time, we're going to talk about your hair. Because as much as I don't want to see Rover's hair in my food, I don't want to see your hair in my food neither. I just don't. I don't care if it just got washed. I don't care. I don't want to see your food, your hair in my food. So what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to put your hair up while you're cooking. If this food is going out, you better make sure, number one, you got your gloves, you got your hands washed before you get your gloves on. You don't put on gloves and not worry about washing your hands. I see Miss Lona Evans just got here. She's, I can hear her laughing now. You don't put your gloves on to hide your hands, to keep from washing them. You wash your hands, then you put your gloves on. Put your hair up. Now, my hair is in a hat, okay? Is this acceptable? No, no. That's why if y'all were in my class, you saw that my hair was up in a bun like this, wrapped around. My hair was not down. I don't want to be pulling a hair out of my mouth when I eat somebody's potato salad. or I don't want to be eating dog spit on my hands if I'm eating meatballs. Are we getting the gist of this now? If you're in the kitchen and you've got a beard, you better retain that beard, because I don't want a beard hair in my mashed potatoes neither. If that food is going out the door, make it as safe as you possibly can. And I'm just going to say it, if you're working in a church kitchen, you know, any time you feed the public, it's a responsibility and a half. It's nothing to play with. Get your livestock out of the kitchen. Get your hands washed. Get your hair up. Keep your little beard hair out of my food. It's really simple. It's really very simple. Yeah, I know you was laughing, Lona. I knew you was laughing. But it is a big responsibility, folks. If somebody, let me tell you something. Do you realize how embarrassing it can be? It takes one person to report, oh, I found this hair. Oh, do you know how viral that goes and fast? How about you get a phone call? Yeah, you're right, Susie Brown. Nobody wants to find a hair in their food. Yep, Dollar Tree sells hair nets. They sure do, Miss Martha. I was just fixing to say that. Thank you for reminding me. Okay. I just lost my train of thought. Where was I at? What about you get a phone call? So-and-so's child is in the hospital. Norovirus. Do y'all know what norovirus means? You want to hear it? I've been teaching about it all day long. I got 9 hours of teaching today. It's the fecal oral. That means that somewhere there was some feces on the hands that prepared the food that child ate and is now in the hospital with norovirus. And you say, oh, but Chef Jan, nobody's going to have feces on their hands. You know what? Let me tell you something. You know what one of the nastiest things that you can carry around is? This right here. This right here. Your cell phone. That's one of the nastiest things you can carry around. Y'all are getting the full-blown thing tonight. Your cell phone. Think about where that cell phone goes to. We're really going to get it real here. How many of you take your cell phone into the bathroom? How many of you get up from the bathroom, you do what you need to do, and then you pick your cell phone up right before you wash your hands? Think about it. You want to hear something really good? Go to a buffet. Go to a buffet. It can be one of the most beautiful restaurants, the most beautiful buffets you've ever been in. And it might look sparkling clean. And you're standing in line. That person in front of you just came out of the restroom. Grabs a hold of that spoon. How do you know they washed their hands? Yes, ma'am. Miss Becky Scott, you're exactly right. I have alcohol wipes. I wipe mine down all the time, my phone. I wipe my phone down all the time. How do you know the person in front of you at the buffet line, how do you know they washed their hands when they left the bathroom? How many times have you heard of these cruise lines? Hundreds of people getting sick. Hundreds of people getting sick, and they had to come back. Norovirus. All right, they come in and they dock that ship and they clean it from one end to the other to get the feces out of it, because that's what it is. take the ship back out, load them back up, take it back out, same boat. Guess what? Norovirus again. Let me tell you something. That's deadly. It can be deadly. We got Miss Becky Scott here. She is a nurse. She's a nurse. She can tell you. Folks, there is so much stuff around. That's why it is so imperative. Yes, I go to Bible school, and I ask people to wear gloves, and yes, I ask people in the church to follow the food safety codes. Yes, because I take what I do very seriously. And I have been sick with salmonella. I've had salmonella before. I know how close to death. I was begging God to take me home. That's one of the sickest sicks that you'll ever have. Norovirus. It's one of the sickest sicks you'll ever have. These foodborne illnesses, let me tell you something. The holiday season is coming up. It is imperative. I feel like it's my duty as a chef to teach you, everyone that comes, and I know I've wiped some folks out. I've wiped almost 20 folks out already. But if I have one person that what I say affects them and helps them to learn how to prepare food safely, it's worth it to me. If there's one person out there that will take me serious and follow, because I just got through teaching 9 hours of it today. Let me tell you something. Anybody remember Chi-Chi's? Remember Chi-Chi's restaurants? Anybody out there? Anybody out there remember Chi-Chi's restaurant? They were voted America's top restaurant for 8 years in a row. Do you remember that? 8 years in a row. It was a national chain. Chi-Chi's. It was a Mexican restaurant. There was a restaurant up in Pittsburgh, right outside of Pittsburgh. They ran out of some green onions. Ran out of green onions and went to the farmer's market. And no, I'm not saying anything bad about the local farmers that bring their stuff. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying, if you're running a restaurant, you need to have approved suppliers. Okay? But they ran out of green onions. And they went down to the local farmer's market and picked up some green onions. Brought it back to Chi-Chi's restaurant. Voted 8 years in a row as America's #1 restaurant. Green onions in one store in Pittsburgh. If y'all don't believe it, look it up. Okay. I know my stuff when it comes to food safety. Those green onions were tainted. They were not grown by an approved grower. 4 people died. Over 600 people were sickened. The store served its last meal in September of 2004. It didn't matter that was the best restaurant voted 8 years in a row. One store, people died. Over $40 million worth of lawsuits. One store got a hold of some bad green onions. Folks, it is nothing to play with. All right, at a Dairy Queen. There was a Dairy Queen back in 2014, I think it was. Yeah, 2014. Let's start with the barbecue. There was a barbecue place. I believe it was I can't exactly remember where it was at. This couple, after church on Sunday, they stopped by. It was a barbecue shack. They stopped by to get lunch after church. Okay? They just left preaching. They was going to get them something good to eat. She took one sip of her sweet tea, and immediately her throat went into flames. Went into flames. You want to know what happened? One of the workers wasn't paying attention to what they were doing. They put lye, which looks like sugar. It's odorless. It looks like sugar. Lye is used to clean the deep fryers. They put lye, they thought it was sugar, into the sugar bucket. They wasn't following proper procedures. The next person comes by and takes that sugar, puts it in the tea. That lady drank lye. Almost killed her. One sip. Okay? That's at the barbecue shack. Dairy Queen. This little boy and this mom took her son to get a treat one day because he'd done real good in school. Took him to Dairy Queen to get him a vanilla milkshake. Someone had accidentally, in the back of the house, put cleaning fluid in the vanilla flavoring bottle. So they put cleaning fluid in the ice cream thing. That child had to be hospitalized. Yes, he did. Y'all, I'm telling you, food safety is huge to me. I wouldn't want that on me. I wouldn't want a phone call that somebody says, hey, my child is in the hospital because of something you cooked. Or, guess what? I just pulled out a 12-inch long hair out of my food. Or I just pulled a dog hair off of my cookie. Or my cousin is going crazy because having an attack like they would if they were around cats. Oh, there's cat hair. Folks, this is very important to me. Yes, it is. It is very important to me. So, for this holiday season, one of the things I'm going to ask you to do is get that refrigerator cleaned out. Get it cleaned out as soon as possible before you start your holiday cooking. Get the bacteria out of this baby right here, okay? Get it cleaned and organized. Wipe everything down. Use vinegar. Vinegar will kill the bacteria. Wipe it down. Go into the freezer, wipe the freezer down. The freezer, just because it freezes, doesn't mean that it's not susceptible. Get you some, hey, my brother just joined us. Hey, brother. Get you some, well, Miss Judy, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. It does make you more aware of what goes on in these restaurants. Just because it's got 4 or 5 stars on it, that doesn't mean a thing. Bacteria, viruses, all of those things, they don't know how many stars is on that restaurant. They don't care. So remember that. Norovirus. Hepatitis A. You got workers in there. If you're sick, that's another thing. If you're sick, don't prepare anything. If you're scheduled to make a cake or if you're scheduled to make pies for something and you're sick, it's better to either go give them some money to go buy them some pies or just bow out gracefully because you do not want to spread your germs. What do you think? How do you think the flu season gets so viral? It goes everywhere because everybody's passing their germs. Everybody. Okay. Go to Sam's, get you some gloves. I want to, I think I'll stop my preaching for now. I want to, at this moment, I want to talk about the crawfish pot. If you're local here to Oklahoma City, I spent my day today at the crawfish pot. The lady that owns that, her name is Elaine. And let me tell you something, they have some phenomenal food. If you like some Cajun cooking, and you're here local to the Oklahoma City area, or if you plan on passing through on Interstate 240 on the service road in OKC, you will find the best restaurant in this area. They have, Miss Elaine is one of the most conscious. I taught her food safety 2 years ago. That lady has followed the food safety laws to a T. I could not be more proud of her, and her business is growing. There is nothing but good things being said about her food. Yes, if you're in this area, if you're local, and if you are, go in there and tell Miss Elaine that Chef Jan sent you. I spent, like I say, I spent 9 hours at her restaurant training her manager. She's got 4 new managers coming on. I spent all day training her 4 managers today, and let me tell you what, they have got it going on. So I want to encourage you, if you're in the area, if you're coming through the area, and you like Cajun cooking, you like seafood, stop by there. You will love what you get, I promise you. And the portions are amazing. I want to talk about Miss Dina. Can we talk about Miss Dina for a minute? Miss Dina's husband is doing well. I do want to say that. He's doing well. You and Me Designs, Miss Dina has created and designed almost everything. She has her thumbprint on everything that we do here at Backroads Confections and My Backroads Life, and Rise and Shine, y'all, and Chef Jan's University of Yumminess, and our new class that we're having this Saturday, cutting up on the back roads. Miss Dina has designed everything, all of our shirts and all of it. She is amazing. She loves the Lord. If you will, check her out. She's got some printables. She's got some SVG designs for your vinyl cutter that you will not want to miss. She's got some amazing designs. I love her dearly. I appreciate her. And she is, like I say, she loves the Lord. And we here at Backroads, we want to promote folks that love the Lord and that put their business, you know, is all about God. So check her out at youandmedesigns.com. She does have a Facebook page. Look for You and Me Designs on Facebook. And also, while I'm at it, there's a lady by the name of Miss Judy that is absolutely abundantly talented as well. She makes signs, JS signs. She is right here on Facebook too. If you look up for Painter of Wood Signs, you will find her signs. She creates some of the most amazing signs. If you want something customized, the holidays are coming up, you need to hook up with her pretty quick, because I'm sure that she is filling up fast, just like Miss Dina is. So yeah, check out JS Signs. She can make any kind of sign that you need, and she can customize it. It's just beyond amazing. She's made all the signs for our studio for Rise and Shine. While I'm at that, I want to talk about Rise and Shine, y'all, real quick. We do a morning devotional Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. Central Time, 8 a.m. Eastern Time. I don't know what other time it is anywhere else, okay? We just spend our time. We just spend a few minutes each morning gathering together, praying for each other, talking about the Lord, starting our day out. And y'all, I tell you what, it is a blessing. It is the best way to start your day. I was talking with Miss Lona earlier today. It's a great way to start your day. It just turns the day around and gets you started talking about the Lord. And it's fun. It's fun. We have started a Christmas card group, and if you're in Rise and Shine and you choose to be in the Christmas card group, we will put you into a private group. And the only requirement you have is to send everyone at least one correspondence throughout the holiday season. That's all you got to do to be a blessing. That's what it's all about. So come on over and join Rise and Shine with us, and if you want to, come on over and join us at the Christmas card group. I'm excited about the Christmas card group. I really am. Okay, guys. What is there anything else? Oh, we got 2 days left. 2 days left. You got the cutting up on back roads? You got that? Okay, here we go. This Saturday, y'all, I am doing a class. It's a vinyl cutting class, and I'm gonna be teaching. See that snowflake right there on the right-hand side that says "Believe"? That is a design from You and Me Designs. That is Dina's design. That is what we're going to be using this weekend, this Saturday, to create our crafts. The class is $15. If you want to join the class, you have 2 days left to join. You will get the design as well. And these are some of the things that we're going to be making. We're going to be making painted wood signs, glass blocks, charger plates, HTV designs. We're going to be doing some reverse canvas HTV as well. If you do want to sign up for this class, go on over to mybackroadslife.com and go to the Backroads Mercantile. And at the Backroads Mercantile, you will see this class listed. Like I say, it's $15 per person. You will get that Believe design. I will also be showing you how to remove the Believe and customize that snowflake. So, yeah, cutting up on the back roads. Come on over and join us. We're going to have a good time Saturday. I want to thank Parkhurst Pumpkin Patch out in Arcadia, Oklahoma for our, they allowed us to come in and shoot the first part of our promo that you saw at the beginning of the show. That is also the banner on our Facebook page. They have an amazing pumpkin patch out there each year, and it is phenomenal. They set up for birthday parties. They have everything in the world. They have a petting zoo. They have everything out there in Arcadia. It's right out Route 66, and I want to thank them for letting us come out and shoot the first part of our promo. And then we have North Pole City. Oh my goodness. I love that place. I could live there. It's in here in Oklahoma City. They also opened their doors when Studio 2410 called and asked for permission. They said, by all means, come on in, and we want to thank them. Guys, they ship all over the world. You need to check them out at northpolecity.com. And if you see something, they will ship it to you. If you're here in the Oklahoma City area or just passing through on Interstate I-44, you will pass it, pull in, and let me tell you something. All of the video shots that Studio 2410 has used has come right out of North Pole City. Guys, it is an experience when you go in there. Just amazing experience. So listen, I want to thank you guys for joining me tonight. I hope you don't think that I was getting too passionate, but I am very passionate about food safety. I will be posting some stuff on the confections page, some tips and tricks for this holiday season. I want to read you something. In 1 Thessalonians 5:18, give thanks in all circumstances, for this is God's will for you in Christ Jesus. I want you to know I love you guys. I appreciate y'all joining us tonight. I hope you will like and share this with your folks so that everybody can get in on the food safety. So from the herd, Studio 2410, and for myself, Chef Jan, I want to thank you for joining us tonight. I hope you'll be back next Tuesday night. Look, check us out over on Rise and Shine, y'all. I hope you'll be back in my kitchen next Tuesday night. We have some crazy stuff planned for next Tuesday night. So, y'all have a great week and go with God.
Here at My Backroads Life, there are 4 organizations that we hold near and dear to our hearts. The Alzheimer's Association at alz.org, the SIDS Foundation at sids.org, the Gastroschisis Foundation at averysangels.org, and the American Diabetes Association at diabetes.org.